Have you ever noticed someone who never talks about their plans? They do not post motivational quotes every morning. They do not announce new goals every week. They do not constantly tell people how hard they are working. In fact, from the outside, they look completely ordinary. Calm, quiet, almost invisible. But then something strange happens. One day, their exam results appear near the top. They get selected for an opportunity everyone wanted. They develop a skill that seems to come out of nowhere. And suddenly, people start asking the same question. How did this happen? Since when were they this good? Were they just lucky? But what most people never see is what happened before the results. They never saw the early mornings, the lonely practice sessions, the failed attempts, or the days of discipline when nobody was watching. They only saw the ending, not the process. And that reveals a powerful truth. The biggest transformations rarely happen in public. They happen in silence. Today, we live in a world where people are rewarded for looking productive before they become productive. We announce goals before taking action. We seek attention before earning results. And without realizing it, many of us trade real progress for temporary validation. We become addicted to talking about change instead of creating it. But what if that habit is secretly holding you back? What if the reason some people move ahead so quickly has nothing to do with talent, luck, or intelligence? What if it comes down to one simple skill that most people have forgotten? A skill that allows ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results without constantly seeking approval from others. In this video, you will discover why silent growth is often more powerful than public motivation, why some of the most successful people keep their goals private, and how you can build a version of yourself that speaks so loudly through results that explanations become unnecessary. So stay with me until the end, because the final lesson may completely change the way you approach your goals, your focus, and your future. The first thing you need to understand is this. Do not expose your dream too early. A new goal is fragile. It is like a small plant that has just started growing from the soil. If you keep touching it, moving it, and showing it to everyone too early, it may never become strong. Many people destroy their goals not because they lack talent, but because they talk too much before building enough discipline. The moment you tell everyone what you are going to do, people start watching. Some will support you, but some will judge you. Some will ask for updates. Some will laugh if you slow down. Some will remind you of your past failures. Suddenly, instead of focusing on the work, you start focusing on explaining yourself. That is why quiet achievers move differently. They protect the beginning. They do not need applause at the starting line. They understand that the early stage of any goal needs privacy, patience, and repetition. Before you tell the world you are going to change, prove it to yourself first. Study consistently for 2 weeks before announcing your comeback. Work out for 1 month before posting about transformation. Build the first version of your project before explaining your big vision. Write the first pages before calling yourself a writer. Learn the skill before selling the dream. Let your private actions become stronger than your public words. The second thing you need to understand is this. Stop comparing your real life to someone else's selected moment. You open your phone and suddenly everyone looks ahead of you. Someone your age is traveling. Someone from your class got into a better university. Someone on social media says they are making money from their laptop. Someone has the perfect body, perfect routine, perfect room, perfect friends, and perfect confidence. Then you look at your own life and it feels ordinary. It feels slow. It feels small. But you have to remember something important. You are not seeing their full life. You are seeing what they chose to show you. People do not usually post their weakest nights. They do not show the confusion, the fear, the pressure, the failed attempts, the lonely moments, or the days when they almost gave up. They show the best angle, the best lighting, the best result, and the cleanest version of the story. So, when you compare yourself to them, you are not making a fair comparison. You are comparing your raw reality to their polished display. And that can quietly destroy your confidence. Your job is not to become better than everyone else by tomorrow. Your job is to become slightly better than the person you were yesterday. That is a much more powerful question. Not, am I better than them? But, am I better than I was yesterday? If yesterday you studied for 30 minutes, today try 35. If yesterday you learned 5 new words, today learn 7. If yesterday you wasted 2 hours scrolling, today waste less. If yesterday you avoided one difficult task, today face it for 10 minutes. These small changes do not look dramatic, but they slowly change your identity. You stop becoming someone who only talks about improvement, and you become someone who actually lives it. The third thing you need is focus. In today's world, focus is not just a useful skill, it is a survival skill. Most people are not failing because they are stupid. They are failing because their attention is broken. Their phone is always beside them. A notification appears. They check one message, then one video, then one comment, then another post. 5 minutes become 30 minutes. 30 minutes become an entire evening. And at the end of the day, they feel busy, but nothing important has moved forward. Being busy is not the same as being productive. A student can sit with a book for 5 hours and still learn almost nothing if their mind is divided. A creator can spend the whole day looking for inspiration and still create nothing. A worker can jump from one task to another and end the day exhausted but not truly advanced. Silent achievers understand that attention is limited. They protect it like something valuable, because it is valuable. Your attention decides what your life becomes. Start with a simple system. Put your phone in another room when you're doing important work. Set a timer for 45 minutes. Choose one task, not 5. Clear your desk. Close unnecessary tabs. Tell yourself, for the next 45 minutes, this is the only thing that exists. At first, your brain will fight you. It will ask for distraction. It will want quick entertainment. It will try to pull you back into old habits. But if you keep training it, your focus becomes stronger. And once you can focus deeply, you become powerful in a world full of distracted people. The fourth thing you need is emotional control. This is where many people lose their direction. Someone doubts them, and they immediately argue. Someone laughs at them, and they become angry. Someone says, "You cannot do it," and they spend the whole day trying to prove themselves with words. But every reaction costs energy. Every argument takes something from your mind. Every unnecessary explanation pulls you away from the work that actually matters. Not every comment deserves your response. Not every insult needs your attention. Not every person deserves access to your emotional world. Maybe your friends will not understand why you are changing. Maybe your family will question your dream. Maybe people at school, college, or work will think you are not capable. Maybe someone will laugh at your small beginning. Let them. Your job is not to convince everyone. Your job is to become undeniable. If someone doubts you, do not give them a speech. Return to the work. If someone laughs at your dream, do not waste your time explaining the future. Build it. If someone underestimates you, do not become bitter. Become disciplined. Use doubt as fuel, but never let it become poison. Use disrespect as motivation, but never let it control your mind. There is a special kind of strength in staying calm when people expect you to react. There is power in smiling, walking away, and continuing your work. Because the best answer to people who doubted you is not a loud argument. It is a result they cannot ignore. The fifth thing you need is the right environment. Working in silence does not mean isolating yourself from everyone. It means being careful about who gets your time, your attention, and your energy. The people around you shape your standards more than you realize. If you are surrounded by people who gossip all day, mock ambition, waste time, laugh at discipline, and treat growth like a joke, then becoming better will feel much harder. Slowly, you may start lowering your standards just to fit in. But when you are around people who are also trying to improve, everything changes. You feel supported, you feel accountable. You remember that you are not strange for wanting a better life. A good environment does not need to be loud. It does not need fake motivation or empty flexing. A real growth environment is honest, focused, and serious. People share progress, not excuses. They respect discipline. They remind each other to continue when motivation disappears. Success often looks sudden to people who did not watch the process. They see the result, but they did not see the early mornings. They see the certificate, but they did not see the nights of study. They see the confidence, but they did not see the fear you had to overcome. They see the transformation, but they did not see the days when you wanted to quit. They see the opportunity, but they did not see the rejection, practice, sacrifice, and silent discipline behind it. So, from today, make a decision. Speak less and build more. Show less and improve more. Compare less and focus more. React less and work more. Protect your goals. Protect your time. Protect your attention. Protect your energy. You do not need the whole world to believe in you before you begin. You do not need everyone to understand your journey. You do not need applause for every small step. You just need to start, continue, and keep becoming better. Maybe nobody is watching right now. Maybe nobody is clapping. Maybe your progress feels too small to matter. But small progress repeated every day becomes a powerful identity. One day, people may say, "You changed." And you will know the truth. You did not change suddenly. You built yourself quietly, day by day, choice by choice, habit by habit. So, start today. Start quietly. Start seriously. Let people talk. Let them doubt. Let them underestimate you. While they are watching, scrolling, judging, and waiting, you keep building. Because when your results finally speak, you will not need to explain anything. Your life will speak for you. If you are ready to build in silence, write this in the comments. I will build in silence. And remember this, the strongest version of you may not be created in public. It may be created in the quiet hours when nobody is watching, but you still choose to keep going.